Welcome to the new episode of Marlo's Podcast, ang Chismusong Lagoon! So we have a very special guest for today.
Bartolome
baho tayo. From Poland. Yeah, European. Dili ko Amerikano.
Yeah, European.
Every white people here.
Kamilo mga po ng Poland sa Europe.
Europe.
Bugnaw.
Every white people kanang kung puti ang tao diri, kung puti.
Moy mingo ni Amerikano.
Bisag dili taga Amerika.
Oh, bisa kita sa una. Kita to Amerikano.
Ulo, ginglan ka.
Lulo yung sinultiyan. Basig bukid sa Amerika na ilaha. Mo man din sa to, sa bukid nga to lain mo sinultiyan eh.
Some people thought that he's Americano.
Guapo.
You can speak up here. So, di ka masud? Di masud.
Yes. Akong first podcast ba?
Subiri dako. Dagko ng mga European yun.
Beto.
Van Houten.
Okay. So, introduce Bart.
Yourself.
Ako si Bartolome. I arrived first time in the Philippines, in Cebu actually, on the flight from Singapore to help after Typhoon Yolanda.
Oh, that was 2018?
2013.
13
years ago. 10 years ago. November 8th. 5 a.m. in Tacloban and 7 a.m. in Bantayan. I was in Tacloban and most of the time in Santa Fe in Bantayan Island. With Polish.
Yeah, because that's where the typhoon hit so hard.
Yes.
In Yolanda.
Grouping or solo na siya?
Oh yeah.
You group your mission?
I arrived solo, but I joined the group.
Okay, join the group.
Why did you decide to come here and help? Bert?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I was in Thailand before, and actually I was staying in a province of Rayong. It's an industrial jungle kind of province, so not much going on. So on one, I think it was Friday, I was all day just shooting rifle. My friend gave me rifle and pistol. So I was shooting pistol and a rifle in the forest for whole day long. Yeah, no, just like practice.
Practice.
Yeah, practice.
And then.
And my friend from London, Swedish DJ, Andres Svensson, I think. Yeah, he had a 33rd birthday in a club called Glow in Sukhumvit 23 in Bangkok. So I thought, all right, now I'm gonna party, right? I'm gonna go to Bangkok.
Party.
And just gonna, going to be crazy. And anyway, I didn't realize I was quite
Bangkok
tired.
Island.
I was quite tired, and my friend Peak dropped me off in a car to where I could catch a bus, 3-hour ride to Bangkok.
Okay.
And he didn't have anything in the car. My phone was off. I was saving the battery.
Hold.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and he had this marker in his car, and I took the marker and I wrote his cell phone number on my belly. And I thought, no big deal. Okay, thanks a lot, dropping me off. Bye, getting a bus. Arriving in Bangkok, Ekemai. And
what time? Still early?
Early, 8 p.m., something like that.
Okay,
I'm going to 7-Eleven, getting some small whiskey and a little Red Bull, right? Because I was tired, getting Red Bull, getting the whiskey, but didn't get the ice. Okay. And I see tuk-tuk drivers, they had ice, right? And they said, let's have a shot. So I say, okay, let's have a shot. And I had this shot, and then I'm going on the way to the club. And everything just turning blurry. And
why? You were
I think I was drugged. Yeah, spiked. I think I was spiked.
Giluan is it, James?
Giluan?
Sa Thailand.
Ang bili mo, Pilipinas na rin mga hilo.
Yeah, baybayat. Next day I waking up at 2 p.m. My lips were so dry. They were like glued together.
You didn't remember anything?
No, remember anything. And I was covered in suka. I had no shirt. I had no money. I had like a couple thousand baht. I had no GoPro. I had a GoPro in a pocket. I had my cell phone. There was like Samsung Galaxy, one of those early S2 or stuff like that.
That was your first time in Thailand?
No, that was I was a couple times before, but that was like after a period where I was in very rich Thais, very nice, behaved. I didn't drink anything. I was working in a factory, and then I thought like I'm just gonna go to Bangkok, and then. be
Everything
careful what you wish for. Yeah,
Everything
it turned
got
out really
fucked up
bad.
there.
Everything got fucked
So
up.
the next morning you wake up.
And yeah, like a gorilla, I want to scream, but my lips are like glued together. I was dehydrated. Normally, even palahubog, you wake
Right,
up
right.
6 a.m.
Kasi sige kag suka man.
Yeah, and it was 2 p.m.
2
Ano
p.m.
And I was in
sige,
front
suka,
of the
Gihiluan lagi
Iwan siya
siya.
niya.
Oh.
Niinom sa beer. You drunk
What do
beer
you
or-
think? What do you
What-
think?
Don't
na
remember,
nahilo nimo?
just little bit, like 2 shots of whiskey. That's it. You're not gonna be patay after that, like that.
Bitaw.
What
do you think that?
Whether you go to the
I was
hospital.
spiked twice. I was also spiked in Hong Kong later on, but that's another story.
Oh.
But what happened? No shirt as well, no everything suka, and only thing I had was the number to my friend. And the police officer coming out of Tongler police station, I was outside,
Oh.
not in the shade, and he's saying like, "Shut up and here, have a cigarette."
Oh.
And there was a girl as well, and she said, "Oh, you poor bastard! I'm gonna give you a couple bucks to buy yourself,
Clothes.
liter of water." No, she gave me water, and she let me call the friend.
The friend.
Friend picked me up. He got me t-shirts and clean up. His family was shopping in Bangkok. There,
So you didn't even enjoy the Bangkok, or after
didn't
the day?
enjoy. No, went straight away. So bad
after
city.
you went home?
Yeah, I went with them. I said like, no,
Before you
man,
hilo,
fuck that city.
you go to hospital or
No hospital.
you
Just
mananambal there,
no.
ano
But
lang yun?
the funny part was my tooth was broken. I had no conva.
Napangag ka, napangag.
Pangag, yeah.
Like, dongkoy.
But it wasn't punched. It wasn't swollen.
Huh?
Why?
Yeah,
Maybe
like you, yeah.
Yeah.
I think someone tried to do, or I tried to troop a biot, and they beat me up, or I don't know, or maybe fell, hit. I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
but it wasn't
Yun
swollen.
na mo siya, yun na mo siya.
Maybe you were fighting and they didn't like you, or and then this guy
But you
Afam
didn't
is dead.
remember
Farang.
Who's the guy fighting?
Don't remember anything.
Thailand
No.
guy?
No, if you were fighting, you have a bruise here.
Yeah, you have
may
bruise.
have,
No,
like,
I
eyes,
went to
something.
I went to the club and they said I was so drunk. They kicked me out of there. Well, but I
So you tried to
yeah,
go back and investigate.
I asked the friends. They
Go
said
to
you were
hospital,
so
go to
fucking
police
wasted.
station.
Oh.
I don't remember anything. So 100% drunk. Yeah.
Ato siya sa kuan ba, balik sa bar.
In English.
He went back to the
The
bar.
bar.
He went back to the bar and asked the bouncers ba.
What about the owner? She didn't want to talk to me. The DJ there was supposed to visit. I imagined I'm gonna buy everybody a
Sabo
drink, beautiful girl,
Kuwait
dancing Thai girls.
But you were dancing. You were dancing at that time.
No,
No, like you were-
palahubog. They will kick you out,
You were dead drunk.
Not dead drunk. I was poisoned, but they thought I'm drunk. I was poisoned,
Kinuan lagi siya.
They
Yeah.
thought no.
I don't remember
Mo
anything.
lagi, poison lagi.
Like that music video by Prodigy, "Smack My Bitch Up."
Yeah.
Check it out. There's a music video, UK producers, 1997. Prodigy, "Smack My Bitch Up."
And then you were that guy.
Anyway, anyway, I'm coming back with the family. Thailand, they feed me well. They rich Thais,
And then
province, big house, and they start making jokes. You're like, what you doing there, Bangkok? You go so hubo. I don't know. I didn't understand Thai, and my friends start messaging me. Hey, there was 8th of November. I wasn't here during the typhoon. I just came out a couple days after, straight away, like 2-3 days after. And they said it's bad here. There's Marines. There's everything. Satellite photo. I saw satellite photo from the satellite, Japanese satellite called Himawari 7.
okay.
Geostationary satellite, 500 kilometers above.
You tried to.
Yolanda as big as the whole country, and the eye of the storm like
Is-
beautiful round, right through Tacloban, right through Bantayan and further there. Yeah. And I said like, whoa, I never seen anything like that.
But that was before Yolanda hit.
That was after Yolanda hit, like a
That
day,
was
the
after.
same day. There's the
And
1
then-
month after Bohol, there was Bohol earthquake, and then Yolanda happened.
Yeah, right.
So I wasn't here during Yolanda. I wasn't here.
Okay.
Ilan
I
ka
came
dito
because
na?
of Yolanda. Yeah.
7.2 tong yung earthquake.
Oh, sa Bohol.
Bohol, yeah.
Yeah. But after Yolanda, you flew here and then.
Yeah. And then,
why did you decide to come here?
Well, yeah, I have.
Asa, nimo, nari na.
Only
To
thing
come in
I
the
tell
Philippines.
you.
Cebu.
To go in in Tacloban. Tacloban. To go to
You hurt feeling. You hurt.
Yeah, well,
You help.
You help. You like to help. You like to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No man. Jobs.
Anyway, I was just cycling here, so sorry. Very kapoy. I'll take it off.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah.
Are you a Christian?
Wait.
What religions?
What religious Catholic? But yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened? Yeah, I didn't know anything about Philippines. I knew there is Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
I
famous boxer.
I knew Filipinos work on ships, and there's lots of Filipinos in Hong Kong. The girls there, and the third thing I knew was Jollibee. There was a 80s group called Filipinki. They were making music. No, Polish group. The girl, they just call her themselves Filipinas. They were just like tropical, Poland's Bugnau country. So they wanted to pick up tropical name. And all I knew about the country, I knew it is the archipelago, the islands. There is no like a land bridge to Asia. And I'm flying to Cebu, and it was like, wow, big contrast.
Did you think that the Philippines is like a not so well-established place? There's no like large buildings, or do you think
I thought it's like Thailand, to be honest. I thought it's like Thailand, like Indonesia.
The most beautiful place.
But
Well, I arrived at night, man, and I was like, I was first time in a jeepney, and people were just shouting like something, Mandawi.
Like a dispatcher.
I was kind. I remember I went to what was it? The drugstore. What's the name? Like a Julie's or something.
Drugstore, Rose Pharmacy.
Rose Pharmacy. Yeah, and I'm going there and I see they sell ram here in a Rose Pharmacy. They had tanduay.
Yeah, they sell
tanduay. And I remember I bought tanduay 65
in
the drugstore. Yeah, and 35 peso. I was like,
no.
It's a drugstore.
I think there's no 7-Eleven before.
No, there was. And
No.
So I got from airport to Talamban. We were stationed first stop in Talamban, and I went there, and it was Irish bar. So I saw like first Afams there, but I saw for 7-Eleven in Talamban, and we had like a Silver Hills or something like that, Golden Hills.
Silver Hills.
Yeah, something like that.
The village.
That's where you stayed.
Yeah, we met all the other volunteers. It was quite a lot of different volunteers.
So you just volunteer, no money, allowance?
Actually, yeah, I left lots of stuff in Thailand and it was stolen later on, so I should take it with me. I took the wrong stuff. I was trying to get like a tent, trying to get tools, trying to get waterproof clothes, and it was bad stuff. What I should bring was nothing, to be honest, just laptop and a camera.
When you get here?
Where I got here, because everything was here, and you have to improvise. And anyway, I lost some stuff on the way as well.
But first, when you got here, you went to Bantayan Island.
Yeah, first time went to with the group to Bantayan Island. For a week, and it was there was quite a lot of destruction.
Why?
But it was tropical island, so it was quite nice. But after a couple of weeks, I decided to go to check out also Tacloban, and it was very different story there. Yeah. But anyway, it was lots of chaos. Still no electricity, no internet.
Correct.
No cell phones.
Correct.
So
how did you manage to like?
No water as well.
Yeah, how did you manage to like?
Yourself.
Yeah, you live. How did you live there? How was your situation there?
Manage?
Yeah. How did you manage?
Well, I was 30 years old that time actually, so I was quite adventurous, So I said like it's a good adventure for me, And
but you drink much then back then?
Not from the beginning, no, because you can drink and so what, but you don't have a water and stuff, I used to party a lot. I used to travel around Asia.
Yeah. This is very expensive before.
The water, yeah. So there was a Swiss organization providing water, big tanks, like 5-ton rubber tanks in Yolanda.
How many months did you stay in Bantayan?
7 months, yeah.
6-7 months.
And I lived on the beach.
Met someone there?
I lived on the beach, by the way.
Wow.
6 months on the beach, yeah.
6 months on the beach?
On the beach,
yes. What a nice life there.
Not very nice. It's very hard, actually. It's very hard.
Yeah. Because
no aircon every day. Basa, your clothes are wet after rain.
You didn't like the heat of the sun here?
At night.
You like
not
sunbathing,
at night.
sunbathing.
Huh?
You like that?
Not at night.
You another foreigner, you
Yeah,
like a
the
sun,
other,
like a sunbathing.
the other Americano are foreigners.
Foreigner, sunbathing.
Yeah, they like the sun, so
Oh.
every morning.
So basically, I was in in Asia before, in Hong Kong, and Thailand, of course, different places. I was in Japan before, so I know about the sun. You know, there's a UV is way more intensive. I got sunburn before, so.
But the heat here is very different also from
yeah, it's nasty. It was nasty.
Yeah, it was nasty here. You can get nasty
bantajan as well. Living on a beach when it's hard.
Yeah, in front of the beach, you know, the sea will also add the heat of the sunburn.
Yeah.
How about you? Yeah, have you guys been to Bantayan?
Yeah, I
Ako pa ko
Wapa ka to?
Well, we stayed.
So what do you say, the Bantayan place? So what do you say?
Well, we were hosted by I have to name drop family Rosca. They were good to us. They provided shouts. Yeah. They provided us their lot, so we can put a tent there and stuff. Yeah, next to the guy who owns like a island shipping or something. Huge discount there. Huge compound. Beautiful house, and then adventure started, and it's a long story. The Bantayan, lots of chaos and some love stories, palahubog stories, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I heard you have girls there.
Stuff.
You have girlfriends there a lot.
My first girlfriend was over 50 years old.
What?
My first Filipina girlfriend was 50 plus. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're kidding.
Mary Jane Pasilan. Yeah.
No, you're kidding.
You're kidding. You're not kidding. So
really?
So listen. So
okay, let's not drop names, huh?
Everybody coming to the island. Well, we try to help first of all. So everybody try to conduct themselves. Conduct themselves. You know, not to cause.
Ikaw, mas pilian ka. No, but you. How many months or years?
You don't want to have
a
50 plus.
But
just for short time.
Did you fell in love or no? Not really.
Not really. I think I was just trying to learn about the country.
Right. And some foreigners also what they like about the Filipina here is that they are very like. They take care of you. They cook for you. They pahid your singot, something like that. Hey, come on here, come here.
Service.
Bawal. Okay, maybe. I didn't know that time. You know, I was told different stories, and also some guys I saw. You know, they got into trouble because the girlfriend turned out to be a little bit too young, or also it's an island. Everybody is parenta to each other. You know, Santa Fe is a small town.
True.
You know,
like parente.
Yeah, parenta.
Ang usa ka isla, pareha mo. They have same apelido.
Kunsabo.
Yeah, man. So we were quite popular there, you know, because AFAM, and we were like building homes as well.
Right.
So there were some foreigners living there, but their houses are fucked up, destroyed. Their restaurant, bar.
They have a lot. Bantayan has a lot of foreigners are settled there.
Yeah, they had an established crew, and we had a conflict with them because we were like.
Naminyo sila og mga Pinay. Yeah.
We had away with them. We had away because they go into the same bars every Friday, and even after the thing, and suddenly you have 50 young guys from around the world who who don't care about anything. And they were
jealous.
They were jealous, and we had away with them. And we go into the same bars
every day.
Disco, and
every Friday.
We tried to play a pool. One guy got got hit 14 stitches with a pool club.
And all the girls were attracted, like, oh, who's this Afam?
Yeah, because we were helping and
like a Brad Pitt, like a Tom Cruise. He's very handsome.
Ang attention, no. You were 30 at that time.
Yeah, I was 30, man.
See? Yeah, and then all the girls will say, "Oh, Afam."
You're so tall.
Oh, they're so tall, and then.
But you
get the 50 years
old. It was smart move. It was smart move.
So when you went here in Cebu, how
Well, I'll tell you, there was a lot of things happening in that 6 months. Lot more things happening in that 6 months in Bantayan than for another
time
6
here.
years of
Longest
my
time here.
of my life.
In the
There,
zoo.
every day was a big adventure, and it's gonna feel like a large book. But I just gotta tell you, well, we built 750 homes in the end, repaired like couple schools,
Yeah.
took part in like I don't know, numerous
what?
Awais and no, but
Oh,
no, Awais mayors and stuff, but medical missions.
ah.
Medical
Yeah,
missions,
yeah.
yeah.
But is this your kanang course? Like, did you went to college?
I had no.
Doctor? You're a
I had some background. I had in outdoors, first aid. I knew the people a lot. Lots of
Experience lang.
Experience lang,
different
oh.
experiences are needed for the different phases after disaster. So you have the disaster response, initial like first week,
Yeah, like first aid.
week, and then you have rehabilitation, reconstruction. So you need
But
more
you don't
panday.
have anything like a medical.
No,
So you can
but-
do what you
Yeah.
scale.
No,
You work.
but you need a guy who gonna carry a box 50 kilograms full of medication
True.
right from the truck
True.
and bring to the class, or
You're big.
provide security to because the people some places are wild. They don't have water. They don't have quarta.
So
They're gonna
they
jump
always-
you. Yeah, like
they always
Kinatarkan or Madrideos, stuff like that. You
they
know,
always attack.
no attack, but you have
They
to,
get
suddenly truck pulls up and there's like 5,000 people. Just everybody,
asking for the
Well,
Di mana
supply.
mali, di mana mali.
Lots of stuff,
Di
and
ba-
I don't want to name drop. I don't want to
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about that. But
right.
there was a rice
Right,
that was not
that was
distributed.
that was very crazy at that
Crazy time.
because there's no supply going there, and then
There was supply or not distributed, or someone takes the supply and
True.
resells them.
True,
Lots of
and
like
then,
weird stuff.
If there's a supply, they cut it out, and then they
Yeah,
get it for
yeah.
themselves, and then sorry tayo mapungutanan niya.
So
Da-
what do you scale your country? You work. What do you scale? Like a welder or what do you scale?
Panday.
Ah, yeah.
He's a painter.
Yeah.
Panday, gamay media, gamay harap-harapan, yeah, everything. Chatting, organizing stuff. You have to talk to this
Panday sila
organization.
ako,
this
kay mga
one.
high-tech na mga good.
Yeah, in
Lindo
the
Panday,
Panday.
guapo from Canada. Shout-outs to the guys from Canada.
Hey, shout out from
Yeah.
Canada, shout out Canada.
Joel and everybody else there, yeah.
The Panday, what he meant is that the Panday there in other countries like your country is very. They have a lot of tools, high-tech
Yeah.
tools.
But the
So-
Philippines,
yeah.
manual.
Manual, yeah. Chainsaw and chinilas, yeah, I saw that.
Kabas!
Okay,
Yeah,
come on, George.
machine!
Ay.
Oh, ala, talaga. Libog sa
Did
tila.
you understand?
Libog,
Did you
yeah.
understand?
Ano yung sana?
He said that, for example, you have hammer.
Hammer, your manual,
Yeah.
like,
They have manual hammer,
Hammer,
but you have automatic hammer.
That's a good point. Joke lang, okay.
yeah?
Joker lang.
No, that's true.
It's true.
Listen, no, but so
that's
after typhoon, all the lubi trees,
You cut it down.
they were down. Yeah, they were down.
Yeah. And then
The
you-
estimate is
Coco lumber.
37 millions of coconut trees
destroyed.
were destroyed. Yeah, and this
And
is a
then
big
how-
livelihood. No shade, no coconut, no nothing. So we were using that as a primary lumber, right?
Yeah, you just
Kanan, yeah.
ilaras.
Ilaros.
You laras it
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
But there's no electricity. How did you cut it?
After some time with generator. Yeah, correct.
Goodness,
my goodness.
my goodness,
Generator,
bro. My
yeah.
goodness, bro.
My goodness.
Generator.
Generator.
Solar. Solar panel.
Shout outs Ace Hardware.
Shout out,
Yes, hardware, shout out.
and-
for helping
Sponsored
these guys.
by Kennyman.
we just bought that stuff. No, but
Sponsored by Kennyman.
Yeah.
let's be honest. Lots of people got rich as well on supplies during that
True.
time. Yeah,
True.
especially
Like
it's not a
hardware.
hardware still big
Yes,
business,
hardware
man.
is,
And
good
then
tools.
but after Bantayan, you went here. Why did you decided to come?
Cebu,
to
Cebu.
come to
That
Cebu?
was a long story, but just had enough of the island. Everybody knows each other, and just had enough of those.
You only had
of
one girlfriend there
organization.
in the.
No, there was a couple, of course. Many.
I-
Many.
So you were a
Dude,
chick boy.
Chismis. There was
Every place, girl again,
Every
like a
place
priest.
there's no,
Yeah.
Another girl,
wait,
another
no.
girl.
Wait, lots of politics, lots of stuff like the politics as well.
politics, yeah,
They don't
politics.
want you long term on the island. They just wanted you to help and just go away. You know what I mean? Like
Really?
so what we could do there? You would have to stay longer. You need to go to trabajo. You spend all your money.
Correct.
You know, you start thinking about what shall we do next. There was some cool Americanos start coming to Bantayan. They established the skydiving. At the same time, 2014. And yeah, slowly tourists started coming up after the Easter, I think 2014. Easter was quite busy. Yeah, there was lots of stuff. There was
Yan nga, di ba? Nga lang na-scam
Yeah.
sa ato. Pwede may scam.
Were you scammed
Were you scammed?
there?
a lot, many
Cebu.
times, many times. But anyway, I escaped from Bantayan.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I escaped
Like
on
the
a flatbed truck.
politics, like the
They were watching me in a for me in a port. I was on a flatbed truck and I get out of there.
really?
I got out of there. Yeah, and then I didn't.
You just like
I have to
sneak
say,
out?
I just had to get out of there, and I left lots of stuff there. I had lots of like interesting things with me, but I left them with my trusted people in Bantayan Island, and I got to Cebu. I had nothing. I had like zero money. I was sleeping 2 days in the south. In the bus terminal, and some homeless kid, was bringing me like one piece of bread and a small coffee for $5.
Really?
And I remember I texted from someone's phone to some friend, guy I met on the beach in Bantayan, because we had a boat and we were giving route. And shout out to Don. Shout out to Don Brian.
Don Brian, shout
yeah.
out. Don
Brian
Don is the
Don
guy
hosted me. Yeah,
Isa
Don
man siya
hosted me here.
saved.
May nag-save niya.
Saved.
He said I can stay with him as long as I want, and
Really?
he's gonna feed me. He was a teacher in San Carlos University.
Yeah.
He was a lecturer there, and great guy. Don is a hero. He's an idol, yeah. And shout outs to him.
Shout out,
Shout out mo.
And I was in
Salamat
a,
kaya sa imong pagkakuan niya.
Until you stayed there for until you get back, like you have job, like you have.
no, I stayed there until like September, October, something like that with him, yeah.
Dako, yun,
And
na-scam mo ka.
another like a British guy
Ang butong na.
who was advisor in
How much
Bantayan.
money you scam?
I scam Brian. No, I didn't scam Brian, but I didn't spend much money. But he was giving.
No,
not
not Brian, not Brian.
When he was away, I was just taking his cigarillos, Marlboro Red sometimes, you know.
No,
Yeah.
what he meant is that
Milo.
what he meant is that when you got here from from Bantayan to Cebu, you said you don't have any money
Yeah.
and you left.
Well, basically, I spent all the money on materials, on helping people, on all kinds of
On helping
stuff. Yeah,
people?
6 months in Bantayan, I spent a lot of money there, man. I was buying like computers, I was
But
buying
you
lots of
don't-
stuff,
You're
yeah.
volunteer.
Yeah, your own money, man. Own money. Yeah, self-funded. Yeah. The organization, they're just gonna give you fish or something like that, once a day.
Really?
Maybe they're gonna buy you beer. Yeah. I was given a lot of alcohol that time. I was palahubok for 3 months, and I was alcoholic, I think, as well. But you gotta buy your own stuff, right? Most of the time, and you're gonna get robbed. I was robbed by a bayot one day.
Huh?
Bayot was saying that I was a chupa. They took 3,000 from my pocket. I was palahubok.
So you were scammed by it too?
Lots of time, but different things.
Bayot, you scam.
I try. Look.
You scam bayot?
So the
Hoy, mga
organization.
bayot, ni scam mo ha. Why you know na ni
I'm
tabang
bored.
ni sa Pilipinas ni scam mo.
I'm bored. Though I did bad things as well there as well. I don't know, but there was. Look, there was a amigo. He was a very good guy. He had 2 kids. He was like a reggae guy, little bad boy. He sold me old bicicleta, like a vintage for 4,000.
What rigi?
That's the one you.
Yeah, and then he got into jail. He was arrested.
Why?
Republic Act 6392,
1692? What is that?
paragraph 5.
Huh?
Section 5, 9265.
Is the section 5 the
Section 5, Section 11.
marijuana?
Drugs.
Possession,
No,
yeah.
possession of drugs.
Yeah, so I said,
Libre na section 5.
yeah, so I say, hey, he's a good guy, barangay kapitan.
Yeah.
Barangay kapitan say, why hikapa ang drogas case, I don't hikap, I don't help.
Oh.
But not everybody's saying, why hikap? So I was surprised, like
Like a planted.
yeah, maybe dagan. I'm not gonna
we're not gonna
no too much details,
Yeah.
but
Don't
but
touch me, huh? Don't touch me. You don't hear my market.
but I learned that time.
Atangag.
butang.
Yeah,
planted.
I tell you, it's quite funny and gruesome as well at the same time, because I said I'm gonna deal with this case, right? I'm gonna get this guy out of jail. I just like said this. It's my last thing in Bantayan. I'm just gonna get this guy out of jail. So I went to the CRT Bogo, to the criminal trial court, and I'm going to Bogo
Bogo
City.
North.
Yeah, at Bang.
And I'm going there, and there is no roof after Yolanda,
Okay.
and 5 tons of paper, caso ang people.
And wet.
Everything is wet, and the paper is blank. And I said, like, fuck, those people are in jail, and all their caso, all your criminal case, witnesses,
done.
everything is
Yeah.
white.
Tabla.
Yeah, so imagine you're arrested for a week, and now you're gonna be 5 years in jail because your paper is tabla.
It's
Yeah,
messed up.
tabla.
I said, like, how fucked up is that?
And then
And computer is wet,
Yeah.
and someone doesn't work there anymore because they need to get a job in Cebu because their family has no quarter.
and there's no trace for you.
And there's no trace and nothing, right?
Right.
And they said, like, oh, you need to go to Cebu, surety bonds, this guy, whatever. So case is for 200,000 bail.
Huh?
So I said, I go to
What's
the
up?
barangay capitan and I tell them, listen, low income, right? Give me 100,000. And the barangay say, yeah, okay, I'll give you paper. So I say, okay.
Paper for what?
For
a bailout?
low income
barangay
to,
can
to lower
like
to lower
indigent,
yeah
indigent.
to lower the indigent to lower, and then you go to surety bond. Surety bond is only 40,000 peso,
Okay.
so you pay cash, and then 1 month guys out, but you just have to still bring them sardinas or whatever to jail, right? And I go to jail in Bantayan, and the jail the boss of the jail he knew I knew like a driver called Batman or whatever. I just used the nickname Batman. Batman said, "Yeah, I'll introduce you to jail boss, and you can buy cinder blocks." I said, "Like, why the fuck I want to buy cinder blocks?" I said, "Yeah, they make cinder blocks in jail. It's only 7 peso. The normal cinder block price was like 20
What's a
peso."
cinder block?
Cinder block by the building block.
Hollow blocks.
Hollow blocks. Hollow
Ah,
blocks.
hollow
7
blocks.
peso in jail. And I said, like, there's like cigarillo for a cinder block.
Kaya kasabot yun.
Yeah.
Wala ka ba, okay? I don't know cinder block. You know the cinder block?
Oh,
Unsa ba?
mo lagi to yung gingon block.
Hollow
Anyway,
block. Kung gusto ko.
Mo gani.
Oh. And then did you bail him out?
he got out. Yeah,
He
he got out.
for
How much?
100,000?
100,000?
For 40,000, yeah.
40,000.
Yeah, from...
Where did you get the money?
Yeah, I paid for that.
Your
Yeah.
own money?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I ended up, I had no money later on, yeah. And people were saying,
Mo yung salary.
you're stupid.
Oh.
You're
Oh,
stupid.
no.
You could, go with chicks, you could date, but you bail some stupid guy you didn't know
Who
from
told
jail.
you that you're stupid?
Well, people say you're stupid, you
Like
know.
your friends?
Yes, it's like, why you trust this guy? Whatever, he's the bad guy. Well, he's got tattoos, he's bad guy, right? In Santa Fe at the time, there was not many people with tattoos, you know?
Right.
Yeah, now everybody got that, grandma got that. But not the time. And I said, like, you're crazy.
But why did you bail him out? Why?
I said this whole, look, there was another thing as well. And he was good guy. He helped me. There was half from Norwegian. Norwegian was deported from here. Very good pandai, the best pandai ever.
Norwegian?
Okay.
Norwegian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Norwegian Viking, man. He built homes like quality, man. He like opening doors, sliding doors from wood.
Very nice.
Very nice, right?
Okay.
But he was very outspoken and he was hubog, man. We were fighting him on the road. Maui. He got into trouble and he had a pussy, and I had a last shot of tequila one day. Shout out to Trond. Actually, I'm gonna name that man. Trond is a legend. Bergen baby.
Yeah,
What's his band?
Bergen,
musician,
Bergen,
man. He
yeah.
playing.
Huwag ko maglibog.
Like that. So that
Strong
was your
Thailand.
experience there in
Yeah.
Batayan. But here you are now
Legend.
living in Lapu-Lapu.
Yeah, then I moved to Cebu. With Don was hosting me.
Where do you stay here?
Lapu-Lapu?
Lapu-Lapu?
Now I'm living Lapu-Lapu. Yeah.
Cordoba? Not.
No, Lapu-Lapu, man. Maribago.
Maribago.
Maribago August there. Yeah.
How was
There, yeah.
how was your life in Maribago now? Very good.
It's great. It's great. Yeah, it's It was better before, I will have to say.
Kabay ka siya ganyan, parang
Oh, bike na siya.
More tourists. Yeah, there was more tourists before, and the infrastructure was a little bit better now. Roads are a little bit chaka. Lots of kawatan there now.
Now
Lots
in
of kawatan.
Malbago?
Kawatan?
Kawatan back. Yeah, Duterte was no crime, but now
Yeah, no crime.
now
Yeah,
There's a
by-
lot.
by-
Yeah,
by-
that's right. That's
everywhere,
the
everywhere.
That's the
everywhere.
difference between the Duterte
Duterte,
and Marcos.
no
now.
crime.
No crime.
Oh, but crime,
There's crime, but a little,
but later na,
Yeah.
very little,
drugs.
very little
little.
too.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Roddy.
Rodrigo.
Shout
For-
out
shout out, yeah.
for keeping
Former
our
president.
country safe.
Lots of things are bad, but it was a good thing, and he has to
True.
get a credit for that.
True.
That was
Yeah.
safe, man. That was
Yeah,
safe.
it's
that
a
time.
good-
Credit
He's a good
to
and nice,
Roa Duterte.
President Rodrigo
Duterte.
Duterte.
Yeah.
And then now, what is your work? You don't.
What is my work? Well, so when did I get here? What is this? Oh, December, right? We're in December.
Yeah, December.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Santa Claus. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jollibee. Merry Christmas, Jollibee.
Merry Christmas, Jollibee. And then.
I got here when I got here. Oh yeah, I was in Saudi Arabia earlier this year. Then I went here around May or something, April, May, yeah. And before I was Tambay, yeah, I was Tambay. I was just cycling and before
Here, you're tambay here.
Tambay and
How
yeah, I had
Manager.
still some savings. So I had a good job in London, right? I was working like crazy. I had 2 jobs. I worked a little bit in Saudi as
so
well.
you save a lot.
I saved little bit, not a lot, not as much as I would like to. you know?
Yeah, right.
And
You
I
don't have
said,
time.
there is war in Europe. Do you know there's war in Europe? There's 2 wars actually.
Ngay-
There's 2 wars. There's war in Israel now with Palestine,
True.
and 27 for February 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine.
True.
It's,
then-
it's next door from me, 1,000 kilometers away. It's like
Correct.
it's closer. It's like Palawan from here.
Correct.
So so there's war, man. Shout outs to Ukrainians. Shout outs to those poor guys as well on the
That's
Russian
right.
side who are forced in that stupid conflict.
Correct.
Lots of things are affected. The flights to Asia from Europe have to cannot pass through Russia. They have to go through Turkey, through Emirates.
Just go down.
Prices of energy are up. Europe is bankrupt. Europe is getting
Yeah.
less competitive. It's
True.
hard. There is a hard life in Europe
True.
right now compared to before.
Yeah,
Europe-
that was the news.
Europe?
Yeah,
Europe is
Americano is rich, but Europe is getting down right now.
Wait, what happened, bro? Why
Because
you?
of the war.
There's war, man. There's 2 wars. There's 2
Because of
wars.
the war.
Russia and Ukraine.
Everything,
Yeah.
the prices are high. Everything are high.
Yeah.
The
So,
food,
but European money
the
is very-
fuel, it's high.
You very, European money.
But you know,
Mas
Mas dako pa sa US.
Yeah, but it's
here is
Pero what happened? Why you bangka ba?
Southeast Asia. This is where the growth is. You have
Oh, but
6%
you-
growth here. 6% to
because
us.
of the
to us.
tourists.
Not only tourists, but call center. Another thing I
Yeah.
noticed. I was in Manila.
Yeah, BPO.
Bonifacio Global City. Busy, busy.
BGC.
BGC,
But it was so
busy.
traffic.
IT park traffic.
True.
Europe's empty. Nobody driving. Mahal prices.
So-
Inflation. Here's 6% growth.
Yeah.
Here's party in Asia.
So
Thailand.
So that's why. But here, when you got here, now are you still spending your money, your own money,
Gamay,
or from
Look,
job?
I'm on a tourist visa. I do not work.
Okay.
You know, okay. Officially, I do not work.
So how
Yeah.
many months or
I'm
days
tambay. I
Tambay.
just
You
So you
stay?
I'm just putting on the sun, you know,
Yeah.
my bike and
jiu-jitsu,
swim, yeah, chicks, right?
chicks, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Did you cheer, right?
Man,
Yeah.
we're jealous of your life, man, because you don't have to work.
Well-
Are you
Ay,
still
macam
single?
jiu-jitsu,
Are you
macam
still single
jiu-jitsu
today?
no?
I have to sell my stuff. Actually, I'm selling lots of things. I don't know. I'd like to work here. I'd like Philippine government to make it
You can
easy
try your work.
for digital
Yes,
nomads. For
Philippine-
digital nomads, man. I want to be digital nomad.
Yeah.
I want to get a easily visa here. It's very hard to get a working visa. It's
Hey,
very
shout
hard
out,
to get
our
shout
government
outs,
help
better
this
with
guy.
immigration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, help
Department
this
of
guy to get
Justice.
some working visa. Very
Like a call
to
center.
get working
Call
with a very-
center,
Yeah,
yeah.
you work call
No,
center.
man. First priority Filipino. You cannot get a job as a AFAM if there is someone local
I
here.
know,
That's
man.
I have
illegal.
I have
Squad
a
mo lagi
friend.
si
I have a
Damarco,
friend.
trabaho mo lagi si
I
Marco
have a
lagi.
friend that is working already in a call center.
Yeah.
So you should, but he married a Filipina, so you should marry.
Yeah.
You should
Well,
marry.
the visa is called 13A. It's very difficult to get as well. It takes a year. You have to have a Filipina with you if you're traveling in and out. Tourist visa is convenient. I actually paid for my visa online right now using Pay
Yeah,
Maya,
yeah.
and it took like 1 day, working day.
True.
I realized, oh shit, my visa is coming out on Friday, and it was immaculation.
December 8th.
Yeah, conception.
Ah,
Immaculation,
yeah, Mama Mary.
Oh.
Mama Mary holiday, national
Holiday,
holiday,
yeah.
non-working holiday,
But
special
you have
holiday.
pay Maya, so that's.
And I was like, oh no, they're gonna give me like extra bayad, right? They're gonna give me
Really?
bayad. And then I went online, and no problems. Monday I get an email saying, hey, you're get
Yeah,
extended. Yeah. Sana all.
Is it every 3
Sana
months?
all. Sana
every month,
all.
every month,
month.
every 2 months, every 6 months, and you get an ACR card.
Mm.
It's quite complicated,
For
but
6 years, you didn't leave the country.
I left the country. I was coming here short time.
What's your time?
Long time in Europe, short time here.
Ah,
You know short time joke?
yeah.
Short time.
Short time.
In so good.
Queensland.
Short time.
Queensland.
Girl.
Queensland.
And then-
whatever.
Short time mabayot.
And then now.
Bawal bastos.
Well,
Bawal.
it's okay.
Water.
But
Queensland. Yeah, I need water.
Tagay water yun.
You buman.
Anyway, humana ako chatting kapoy right now. Ikaw ba unsay imong sugilanon, lawom Bisaya.
Sugilano na ko.
Oh.
Interview.
What did you do? How did you spend
I'm,
Yolanda 10 years ago?
I'm a vendor man.
You ask what's his job right now.
Unsay imong trabaho, sir?
Akong trabaho sa una.
English, Germs, English.
Yeah, I'm a work.
You're
I'm a
speaking
vendor.
you're speaking the Bisaya and then he's speaking the English.
Okay.
Okay.
Maraming guwapo.
No, that's Tagalog.
Mix. Yeah.
You speak Bisaya.
Bisaya lang.
You speak Bisaya and then
I want to give a short. Just reminded me. Sorry to interrupt you. You remember, guy? I remember Yolanda. Who is this guy? He was big idol for me. Bogoy sa Tops. You're from Tops here, Busay. Bogoy, original Sigbin.
Budoy.
Budoy. What happened to
Budoy.
him? What happened to Budoy? Yeah. Budoy was in Bantayan.
Business.
Buwad Sukasili.
Business.
Buwad Sukasili.
Islam nito kong business ta.
Yeah.
Budoy, stop, musician, but you're continue business. Budoy, like coffee bar, like
He's original Don Machato. Don Machato.
Di mo na ibuwa mo na siya na rin. Buwa mo siya masyado. Kang ungat mo na.
He's having a hard time speaking the English ba? Speaking
Bisaya lang,
English.
Bisaya jud.
Yeah.
Di ko may laron, di ko may lad.
Ayaw pa ilan.
Yeah, but since you're trying to give an effort of speaking Bisaya, he will also give an effort of speaking
Yeah, I will translate
English.
English. Okay.
Sige.
Question me. For speak Bisaya.
Okay, interview him, Bart.
Yeah, interview,
What do you want to
interview.
know? What do you want to?
What did you? Yeah, what did you do?
Unsay mo
Do
give
you
what?
how old were you, and what did you do during Yolanda time, 2013? Yeah. Where were you at the time? Did you? Yeah. How was it for you? What your
Asa
experience?
ko na to?
Oh.
I'm staying in my house. I will paabot ayuda.
Where was that? Where's your house?
Here in
Yolanda in
the
Cebu.
Yolanda time, Cebu is not affected
Yeah.
too much.
Too much,
So it's just like.
Mortality.
Do you
Very
remember
effective.
the Odette
Yeah.
time?
How
Yeah.
So Odette time.
Grabe.
We were hit so hard here in Cebu City, but up there in the north, like Bugo, Midillian,
Carmen.
Santa Fe,
They were fine.
Bantayan, they were fine.
They were okay.
So
yeah.
it was like that during
Yeah.
the Yolanda. Here we don't have any problems
Mm.
like too much, but
Too much.
but during Odette, if you wanna know what happened to us during Odette, he can answer that.
Yeah.
So the experience you have in Bantayan during Yolanda, we have an experience it. We also experience it during Odette too.
Okay.
So.
Similar
Survive. We go to a
Survival.
mountain. Like Hako tubig. You know that?
Tuba.
The water.
Because the water, no supply water. Yeah. Supply water.
So you were so very strong at that time.
I'm a macho man.
You're very strong at that time because
I will go to my friend in the
mountain.
mountain. I will
Get
out water. I said, give me water because no supply water. The water in the mountain,
Lami fresh.
nature spring,
Nature
like a
spring,
tubod.
Tubod.
Yeah.
You can drink it.
Powered tubod.
You can drink it
Tubod,
right
yeah.
away.
Fresh.
Natural, like natural sources in the
Lami.
no. Deep in Utah.
Utah, like deep well.
Yeah.
Like a deep well. So and then Jervis, tell Bart about the food, the bugas, how was it?
Yeah, give the barangay.
Barangay Yabugas.
And then
No ganador, chaka.
No ganador.
Milled with
Bad
mais.
smell.
Mais.
With like
Bok.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Bok.
bok and
Kilis,
stones.
kilis 10 times
Oo.
before cook.
Murag
Yeah.
count sa ero. Like
Fucking
that.
government.
Yeah. Ano yung sardinas? Walang sardinas? DSW ba?
Meron
Nah,
sardinas
nah,
pero
sardinas.
ano lang,
But
okay lang.
okay ang sardinas.
Okay.
But
In
but
date.
the rice is
But the
very
rice is-
Nothing out of
no.
that. Or rice bugas. Why strategical ba? Kuan ba? Baon.
Bawon, wala. Dili.
Baho bugas.
What else?
Bawon
What else you
bukas.
wala
Yeah. How about you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys were in Busay here or?
Sila. Ujit. Blag.
No. Yeah.
No problem about house.
During that, yeah. No, but during Yolanda, you were here in the city.
I was in the city, but
You never know which way it's gonna go, so it's better stay with family with the city, right?
I have families staying in Medellin.
Yeah.
When they were hit
Yeah.
by Yolanda, it was
yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. The question, the difference between Yolanda and Odette. Yolanda was sort of like a surprise, hit by
Correct.
at night. People were like, whatever. Baggy.
True.
There's only one word, baggy. It can mean little bit rain or category 5.
True.
How about Odette? Was there like a koan ba?
that was nighttime too.
No,
Was nighttime.
But did you know before? Did you watch like did you get a text
So
message?
this is what happened. So we thought
Yeah.
that Odette is just like Yolanda. Like we were warned that it's gonna be a super typhoon.
Yeah.
Like category 5 like that. But when Yolanda hit here in Cebu, we were just like looking at the window. Oh, this is the category 5. But this is the super typhoon.
The super typhoon.
It's not that strong.
Wind whistle.
So no whistle at all at Yolanda.
Whistle.
No whistle in Yolanda. But because there's no just rain in
Whistle
Yolanda.
Japon. Itaka man ka.
It's just rain in Yolanda. It's not
Yeah.
it's not too strong. So
Yung whistle Japon.
but and then we were told that it was in the northern part that it's so
Kusog.
they were
Kusog.
it was so strong there, and all of my relatives there
Strong bear. Reduce mo na.
strong. Sakit kang kon.
Kay strong bear.
strong. All my relatives there were having a hard time.
Yeah.
So when Odette was being televised as a super typhoon, and then we thought maybe this is just like Yolanda before. It's not so strong.
Yeah.
But the difference is that
Odette's very
Odette
strong.
is
Right through the Cebu.
right
yeah.
through Cebu. It hit right through Cebu, and we don't know what to do when it got hit. We don't have we didn't prepare for
Panic.
We
Yeah.
didn't prepare for any supplies like
Yeah.
food, clothes. So when it hit here,
Odette is very surprised.
Yeah, no.
Surprise attack ulit.
Yeah, it was around
4 no.
p.m.
No.
I
Ah,
did-
4.
Video nila.
Yeah, the 4
The
p.m.
video, 4 p.m.
It was just a strong wind.
Attack, signal number 2.
Yeah.
And then number
at 8,
5 o'clock, 3.
3.
Signal. And then 6,
Signal.
7, signal number 5.
Oh.
Very strong.
So very late,
Surprise attack.
late notice as well. They didn't know that it's gonna be like category 5, like a serious business, right?
True.
Everybody's gonna like, oh, ulan, whatever. So not very serious.
Not very
You
serious.
didn't get that
But
text
they
message.
said that it was a strong typhoon, but it was categorized as signal number 3, I think. But when it hit, it was categorized as signal number 5. And this is the first time that we were hit with signal number 5
No,
for a
like
very
Cebu
long
for a
time.
very long
Ah,
time.
like a typhoon, roping.
Roping.
One in 10 years.
Roping was very bad too, but we were too small at
But
that time. Odette was
Very-
Odette, we have a lot of like buildings here. So
Yeah.
if there's no building there
Yeah.
in front of us, I think all of our
Transfer in the rooftop.
all of our house,
Yeah.
all
Flying,
of our house,
lupat.
Yeah, another
Cebu
one.
Pacific.
Oh.
Cebu
Another
Pacific.
building transfer the house in the REX PAU in the rooftop.
So we were so thankful that there's a condo unit there because it blocked the
Yeah.
air. it
Save,
blocked the wind.
save the house,
It
Rexel.
hit this way and then the other way as well, right?
Yeah.
Both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasi
So-
ang hangin job dito masadan agi job.
Sa Dan. So that's why there's a lot of posts there.
Yeah.
That's Bali. So that's why. And then Maoto. So
Sa Dan mo kaya agi.
that's what we did during Odette and Yolanda. And
Sana all, everybody's alive. Not many
Yeah.
people. Not many people patay, right?
not many people patay.
Not many.
Because here it's the houses here are very
Wala gamay ra.
already
Katulad dulog mga
established.
Yeah.
katulad
and-
dulog mga sapa.
and
Nay patay.
it's because the people that is very near in the
Little River. Kasi may
I'm
English
so
sapa.
bad in English.
Sa English sapa.
River.
Oh, river.
Little river.
Little river.
Some of street childrens were anod, so that's why.
Water flow.
And sorry to keep a bad note, but yesterday pusok ba grabe sunog. Grabe sunog. Shoutouts to citizens there. They lost just house right before Christmas. It was 500 homes, something like that, in Pusog, next to Robinson's, their Island Mall. Robinson's also
Island
like,
Mall
closed
Bohol.
down. No, in Lapu-Lapu, in
Lapu-Lapu.
Mactan, yeah. Next to the yacht club, the shrimp house. Grabe, and there was no way fire trucks, bombero could get there. From the side was closed off. They had to go through the elementary school. 60 trucks, coastal navy by everybody. Yeah, so shout outs to those guys. Ahon Chan, everybody there working.
shout
I
out.
hope
Mayor
I
Ahon
hope they're
Chan,
gonna
shout out.
provide the ayuda ba for
Yeah.
Christmas, and it's gonna be a happy story in the
True.
end.
So that's we're just gonna shout out some. Do you also want to shout out like friends that might
Family.
that might see this video?
Well, salamat sa kuan ba Historia conversation here sa podcast. Really fun to talk to you, and I hope not boring you too
But
much.
We'll still drink tonight.
Let's have a tagay.
We'll still drink
Yaw.
tonight.
Tagay sa tagumpay. Tagay sa otog.
Mura magagka ng sikuan.
Ay, sa-
Mura magagka ng si...
May luwas, yung
Isi
sakit.
ko na ito ni Snoop Dogg.
I have a busted lip.
Yeah.
That's why when I say, I always like,
Itong ka-fit ni Charlie Foot ba? Oh, katong ka-fit niya mga negro. Si Kuan.
Si Wiz Khalifa.
Oh. Mura ka Swiss ka lang. Oh, really?
And then you shout out. I just say the Rob Job.
Sige, shout out.
Well, yeah, shout outs to everybody.
Girlfriends, girls,
no,
not yet.
Let's
You're
give
still single.
let's give shouts to all the kababayans
Okay.
who are homeless right now and
Yes.
struggling for Christmas. Hopefully you're gonna get some food and
Hey,
shelter
maybe-
and have fun. Manimpayang kaba, right? That's the most important.
That's right.
The rest, everybody gonna be alright.
Last, okay, George, you shout out.
Shout out, Pulmantax, nag-birthday lang sa atong mga niaging adlaw.
Shout out.
Bro, shout out mo bro, amping niya. Shout out sa day ko ni Glendale Cabanillas karon, birthday po niya. Happy birthday, Del. From Germany, nasa nag-work niya, amping niya.
Lami apam.
Amping niya.
She's in Germany, so
Yeah.
you have a neighbor in
Shiwalker,
Europe.
from Australia, shout out.
Okay.
Panyang, Australia, shout out.
Australia, shout out. We have a lot of friends.
Mawala to, shout out. Salamat, amping mo niya.
Yeah, shout out din ko sa akong mga amigo de si JK Jean Carl Repdos. Jean Carl Repdos kay usa ni sa katong migo na kong nakasakay ni Jorb sa
Oy, Joel, shout out mo dun.
shout out. Yeah, moro to. Shout out. Di, sorry.
Ayaw ni po na kay another bias.
No.
iPhone 4.
I have a guba pod like you. So, shout out there.
Santa Claus give us new
cellphone.
gihatag new cellphone.
Coming to
And
town.
shout out to Bartolome,
Shout out
my
to
friend, for being a good sport here, and he said that we were so
We
funny.
have another people,
Yeah.
Filipino.
So we will have a
you.
guest
Thank
another
you,
another time. Salamat bro, salamat. And I think that's all. And aku Marlu. Bye.